Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It is Tuesday morning. As always, a coffee kind of morning. Cheers, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Before I get into everything, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Thank you to all that have liked and subscribed so far. I greatly appreciate it. I want to continue to put great content out there to be informative and to show you guys some great bands and artists that I have in my collections, because of you guys, your likes, your subscriptions, your wonderful comments to keep me going, keep me motivated to do this kind of thing, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for everyone. Also, thank you to all that have entered my contest so far. Name 5 albums that have influenced you as a teenager. Great response to this one. You still have until the 25th of February to enter. Chance to win a $30 Amazon gift card. So please continue to enter, and good luck to everyone that is entered, and thank you to everyone that is entered. Also, speaking of contest, I recently just won George Allen's LPs and CDs contest, $30 PayPal. Thank you so much. And I'll just show you what I picked up from that. So as you may or may not know, Marillion is becoming one of my favorite bands. And so I picked up a couple of Marillions with the $30 that I won from George, which works out Canadian about $41, I think it was, something like that. This is the last one of the Fish era. This is Clutching at Straws. Really good album. Remixed as well. 2018 remix. Marillion's such a great band. As George said, as I was letting him know, he said, yeah, he's been listening to them as well. He feels there's a combination of Yes and Genesis. Somewhere in the middle, I find there's a bit of Porcupine Tree in there. I find this so unique and so well done. Steve Steve Rothery, amazing guitarist. Yeah, these are all good. So this one features Fish and vocals, Steve Rothery on guitars, Pete Trabas on bass, Mark Kelly on keyboards, and Ian Mosley on drums. There's the band there. So this is their 4th studio album and the last to feature Fish. There's the CD. It's a concept album. 1987 release. Sounds amazing from what I've heard so far. Again, just picked it up yesterday, but I've been listening to it on Spotify before I picked it up, and a couple of songs on here so good. But it was a great commercial success for the band as well. 2nd highest charting album by these guys. 3 singles: Incommunicado, Sugar Mice, and Warm Wet Circles. Rolling Stones placed it number 37 on the 50th greatest prog albums of all time. It's about a character, Torch, who was the descendant of Jester, one of the other characters on their album covers. It's kind of an out-of-work guy. His life's in ruins. Turns to alcohol to cope. He's got a failed marriage, a terrible father, and it's also he lacks success in the band that he's in. So he falls apart, ends up in bars and hotels, and his life basically ends up in beyond hope. So it's kind of a sad tale, but they make it sound so good, of course. You've got Hotel Hobbies, Warm Wet Circles, That Time of the Night, The Short Straw, Going Under, including a guitar solo, Just for the Record, White Russian, Incommunicado, Torch Song, Slate Mahath, Sugar Mice, and The Last Straw, Happy Ending. So there's the track listing there. Really good stuff. I love the Fish era of Marillion, but I also love the Steve Hogarth era. And I've found Brave, This is 1994 release, the 7th studio album by the band. Um, Steven Wilson remix on this one. Another loosely based concept album. Um, Again, I've got to give this one a bit more of a listen. It's a more symphonic album than their previous stuff, from what I've heard so far. But again, remastered and remixed by Steven Wilson, who has done so much in the world of music with so many great bands. Again, it's a mixture of symphonic rock and prog rock. Listed as the number 30, listed as one of the best 30 prog albums in the 90s. Loosely based on a real life story of a girl wandering down the Severn Bridge in London. When police found her, she was either incoherent or just refused to talk. So they put out a plea to see if anyone knew her. She was eventually found by her parents and reunited with her parents. So Steve Hogarth made a note of that. That was way back in the 80s that this happened. So he made a note of it, wrote it down, and didn't bring it back out again until they wrote this album. And that's how the Brave album was created. So awesome additions to my Marillion collection, which is growing. I want to complete their discography. Such a great band. So thank you, George Allen, LPs and CDs, for that. So I want to continue my A Band You Need to Listen To series. And today I'm going to talk about Bebop Deluxe. Great English band from West Yorkshire, England. Combination of art rock, prog rock, glam rock, and just straight ahead rock. Featuring the amazing guitarist Bill Nelson on vocals and guitar. Remarkable album. They've only had 5 albums out there. They've only released 5 albums in their career. The first 3 were named after guitars. So Axe Victim, axe, of course, a slang for a guitar. And then Futurama was a name of a guitar. And Sunburst Finish is the finish on a guitar. I have 4 out of the 5 albums that I'm going to be showing you today. They've released their albums between 74 and 78. They've had 3 live albums, DVDs, lots of compilations and lots of singles from these guys. Very David Bowie-esque in their sound and music. And that was a blessing. It was also a kind of a downfall of the band as well. As Bill Nelson was always trying to shade that image of the band. But you can definitely hear David Bowie in a lot of their songs. 1974's Axe Victim. I love that cover. So good. Again, there's the band there. Great album. Again, glam influences on this one compared to David Bowie. You've got Bill Nelson on keyboards and guitars and lead vocals. Ian Parkin on rhythm and guitar. Robert Byron on bass and Nicholas Chatterton Dew on drums. Um, and again, the band didn't like the comparison to David Bowie. They were trying to shed that image. But it also went to the breakup of the band as Bill Nelson changed the image completely of the band and made it more non-commercial. So you got the title track Axe Victim on here. Great vocals, guitar riffs, lots of blending leads as well. Signature changes, again, but a definite Bowie sound to this one. One thing I got to say, Bill Nelson is a remarkable guitar player. He really is. It's truly, the guitar shines through all these albums, and so good. Love is a Swift Arrow, acoustic opening, rockin' track. So many, again, a lot of lead runs in this one. Jet Silver and the Dolls of Venus. It's a slower ballad type of track, great harmonies. Third Floor Heaven, harder edge track. That's a fun track as well. Then you have Night Creature, another great acoustic opening. Slower track. I really like this album. I really like this song, Night Creature. Rock and Collaterals to futuristic chanting begins the song. Another just a fun rock and roll song on that one. Adventures in Yorkshire. You've got beautiful slow track again, acoustic track, but then at speed, and in the middle of this is a amazing lead guitar, but as the song builds, that guitar just shines throughout the song. Jets at Dawn, love this track, slow and easy, really well sung on that one. No Trains to Heaven, another one with a great lead in it. Every song it just shines with guitar. It's hard to explain. I wish I could play everything on this album. Darkness, love the piano and the strings on this one. Dramatic tone to it, and got this backing choir vocals as well. Really nice song. A great album. Then you've got 1975's Futurama, second album by the band. Love that cover as well. Another Bowie reference, but because of it, Bill Nelson completely changed the lineup. So it went from a 5-member band, I believe. What we got here? One, two, three. Sorry, went from a 4-member band to a 3-member band. So you've got, of course, Bill Nelson still on guitars and vocals. But then you got Charlie Tamahoy on bass and Simon Fox on drums. Starts off with Stage Whispers, blistering guitar work on that one to open the track. Marching drums as well. Great art rock song. Echoey vocals, really classy stuff. Love with the Madman. Great track. Love the guitar work on that one. Great piano in the background as well. Made in Heaven, rockin' track. Love the tone of the track as well. Sister Seagull, probably the hardest track on the album. Arena rock song for sure. Very Uriah Heepish. It sounds. That's the comparison I got from that one. Soundtrack, another fun track. Great lead runs on that one. Again, cool piano in the background. Music in Dreamland, another great fun track on that one. Love the harmonies. Almost a musical type of song. I could see people on stage singing this one. Jean Catrou, love the slowness of the song. Very French sounding, echoey guitar. Kind of an adult contemporary track. Kind of cool though. It's not a bad track. It just kind of different sound to it. Between the Worlds, Back to Your Face rock. Back into your face rockin' song. Then it ends with Swan Song. It starts off with the marching style drums on this one. Again, another great lead in this one, and a nice way to end the album. Really good album. Really good album. Love it. And then you've got the third album, 1976's Starburst finish. There's the band there. Back to a quartet on this one. You've got Andrew Clark, the new keyboardist, added to the mix. You still have Charles Timohoya, I believe that is. Of course, Bill Nelson, the staple, guitars, vocals, and Simon Fox. But really fine album. Really fine album. The third by the band, recorded at Abbey Road Studios. More chart-hitting songs again, singles released off this one. Yeah, Andy Clark joined as a keyboardist. Opens with Fair Exchange. Great rockin' opener. The song rocks all the way through it. It's great stuff. Heavenly Homes. Love the solo at the beginning. Great piano and strings throughout. It's a pretty song. Really, really nice song. Ships in the Night. Very 80s keyboardist, even though this is a 76 year album. Very 80s style on that one. Early forms of that 80s sound that you get. Crying to the Sky. Beautiful slow ballad. But it's got an amazing lead guitar, which is fast and gritty in it. But the song itself remains slow. It's just remarkable. Again, he's an amazing guitarist. Bill Nelson's just remarkable. Great track, Sleep That Burns. Beauty Secrets. Spanish guitar to open up the track. So much going on in this one. Again, more great lead work. Life in the Air Age. You got a wah-wah, kind of a Joe Walsh kind of wah-wah style playing in this one. And Like an Old Blues, fun rock and bluesy track. Crystal Gazing, great solo track as well. Some really good acoustic work in that one as well. Then it ends with Blazing Apostles, rock and track. So it's a great, great album. It's one of my favorites. Actually, those first three are just remarkable. I'm missing Modern Music, 1976 release, their fourth album. It made it in the top 100 in the States, but it's on my list to get. I don't have that one, so I can't show it. And then I've got 1978's their final album, Drastic Plastic. This is on the Harvest label. This was a bit of a departure from their rock and style. Pardon me, if they're rock and style. It's their final album by the band as well. They changed to more synth pop and a new wave sound. Very car sounding in some of the tracks. You can hear the cars in this one. And it's good. Don't get me wrong. I just prefer their previous albums, but there's still some great guitar work in there. Some rockin' tracks in this one. But you've got Electric Language. Opens up with a very synth and car sounding track, but still some great guitar work in there. Bill Nelson still shines in this one. New Precision, new wave beat and rhythm. I like Talking Again, and after the guitar leads fill, it's kind of Talking Heads and car sounding. I like the track though, but it's just got that new wave beat to it. Again, it's hard to describe unless you actually listen to it. New Mysteries, another good track. Weird tuning in this one as well. Surreal Estate, nice English sounding track with pianos and keys. I don't know, when I say English sound, it's just got that big bombastic English sound to it. Love and Flames, one of the heavier tracks on the album. Some punk elements to that one. Panic in the World, another great raw guitar to open up that one. Sounds kind of like the Knack. Dangerous Stranger goes back to the early style in its sound. Then you got Super and Maddox, another punkish track. Visions of Endless Hope, beautiful guitar work. to open up the track. Beautiful instrumental as well. And then you've got Possession, another rock and punkish track, new wave track. And then Islands of the Dead. And that's a nice way to end the album. It's a slow pace, but there's beautiful guitar work in there. Love the guitar solos, love the acoustic solo as well in that one. So great, great album. Definitely a band you need to listen to. In Bebop Deluxe, Sunburst Finish, Drastic Plastic, Futurama, and Axe Victim. Short discography, but an amazing, amazing sound. Again, Bill Nelson is an amazing guitar player, amazing singer, amazing writer as well. But that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Definitely check out Bebop Deluxe, and have yourself a great rest of the day. Take care. Bye now.